Welcome to another training tape put out by the Iowa High School Athletic Association. My name is Monte Tilgner, and I'll be taking you through plays from the round of 16 playoffs this year. So let's take a look. First play here, illegal block below the waist by the defense. And remember, a lot of times this is by a defensive back or a safety on a lead blocker. But we got to remember, we just got to know when people can block low. So the only time the defense can block low is if they're inside the tackle box on the line of scrimmage, and it's in the immediate initial action following the snap. That's the wording in the rule book. It's really the same as the offense. They need to be on the line of scrimmage, immediate initial action following the snap, and that's for the offense or the defense. Now, this one's going to result in a touchdown, so our enforcement, this can be a foul by the defense, okay? So the non-scoring team, so our enforcement would be on the try or the succeeding kickoff. Make sure you talk to the coach about that. And this is just different than high school, different than college, in the NFL. Remember, in high school, any foul by the non-scoring team can be enforced on the try or the succeeding kickoff. So personal fouls are pretty easy ones. The source likes pretty easy ones. But defensive pass interference, that we still ended up with the touchdown, that can be enforced on the try or the succeeding kickoff. A defensive holding could be enforced on the try or the succeeding kickoff. A 5-yard face mask foul can be enforced on the try or the succeeding kickoff if we have a touchdown that's scored. So just remember that. All right, so let's take a look at this play. You can see we're going to have the lead blocker there. I'll freeze it. And we got this DB right here who's going to come up. And here's our lead blocker. And he's definitely going low. I mean, that's below the knees. Okay. And he can't, you can't go low through a blocker and say you're trying to get to the runner. That's not a reason to be able to legally block low. There just isn't a reason other than when it's legal. So it's not legal to go through somebody to try to get to the ball carrier. You can legally block the runner low, aka tackle him, but you cannot go through somebody to try to get to the runner. So that's one that we would want to flag down, and that would be on the try or the succeeding kickoff. All right, on this play, this is just talking about mechanics, and sometimes you just need to own it. It's your call. So let's take a look here. We've got a great play by our quarterback to stay alive, and we've got a throw there to the back edge of the end zone. Okay, from this angle, we don't have the greatest view. Let's just freeze it here. I like our back judge is right on the line there. Try to get stopped. Continue to move a little bit. Probably in better position if you get stopped there and not moving at all. All right, but you can see we got a knee down there. Okay, and then it looks like he continues to possess that ball. Okay, so you can see our line judge here is in really good position. He slid to the back, and our line judge is just not making a decision. So we just that's all you. Okay, he's kind of pointing now to the back judge as he comes over, and the back judge, if we look, is kind of indicating from the start that he's got him in bounds. So if you got him in bounds, back judge, easiest way for you to indicate that non-verbally would be just to give the catch signal. Okay, they do come together here and discuss it. Our referee slowly comes in, and this is kind of critical, as you can see here. We have no time left, so this is the touchdown that would get us to 1 point, and we would have a try, an untimed down for a try to try to send this game into overtime. They talk about it. Try to get in there and get those players out of the way. Another official, that would probably have to be the umpire. They do come here and talk about it, and they come with an incomplete pass signal. So I guess my comment just is, mechanically we're in our line judge is in perfect position. Okay, this is coming at you. You're back towards that end line. Just own this, baby. Just right now, you can confirm a little bit with your back judge, but just you could go, I got to catch. If your back judge goes, I got to catch, then right now go up with it. Okay. If you've got him incomplete because he's out of bounds, then just if either official has incomplete, you don't have to talk. Okay. You just signal incomplete. All right. So if the play is between two officials, if one of them clearly has it incomplete for whatever reason, you just signal incomplete. So if you do have it incomplete because he bobbled the ball and ended up out of bounds, then show bobbling signal and show the signal that he's out of bounds. Okay, but we just if we sell this better, it's just going to go over a lot better. All right, so we're in good position. Just own that baby, and you just got to go with it. Just got to sell it. Whatever you had, just sell it. All right. So we've got fourth down and about 14 here, it looks like. So good fourth down mechanics by our H to get downfield. The only suggestion would be when that ball's coming down and we are about to have a catch, no catch, then try to get stopped. And try to get stopped if you can, even if you don't get that line to gain. That's all right in this case. The ball's going to end up past the line to gain. But right about now, I think, start putting on the brakes and get yourself settled in so you can see this. Because right now you're a little close. It's an easy one because it's easy, he drops it. But, if right about now you would start stopping and stop right about here. So you're about the 11-yard line. And then these guys are making this play at about the, the 4. You're about 7, 8, 9, 8 yards away from it. You're in a little better position. When you get too close, and sometimes you just are too close. If you're on the pylon and you can't go anywhere, that's where you got to be. But in this case, we could have probably settled in and seen this from about 7 to 10 yards, which is kind of our optimal viewing distance to be able to see this action. It's a pretty easy one, but it'd be easier to see if we got a grab or something here by our defensive player. Next one, wings mechanics on a pass play. So it's 3rd and 10 here. So let's just take a look. Let's watch the play, then we'll go back and talk a little bit more about it. So we're scrambling out. Okay, so we end up, drifting downfield. Just remember, we want you to come off that line of scrimmage and come downfield, but really wait until the guys in your zone get past you. You don't have to go downfield further than them. So right now we're releasing already, and we got this guy who's running a shallow route towards us. So you could still be right here looking this way and looking at this player. All right. But we're flowing downfield. We end up getting ahead of it. So if we're ahead of it, now we're looking back, we're looking forward. And if we're still here, we can see the action right here on this guy. We can still see this guy. All right, but we don't have to move quite yet because now he ends up coming back and we end up really, really close to this. And if we, even if we're still at the line of scrimmage and we're looking at this baby, from here was our original line of scrimmage. We're looking at it from right here. I mean, we're what, 9 yards away? 10, 11 yards away. That's perfect anyway. Okay. So we got a lot better looking from here at this catch than we do where we're at. So just something to consider there. Okay. This is just, we talked about back judges reading the whole field, and this is just a really good job by this back judge of transitioning quickly to this fade route. We're going to get a fade to the bottom here, and this is not initially our back judge's key, so he does a nice job. Not even in his zone. We got 2x1 here. We got a wide out. We got a tight end. We got another wide out. We've got 2 backs. So our back judge initially is on this tight end. My bad. Nope. Back up. Our back judge initially, sorry, is out here. But what he does is just a great job of seeing, I mean, why do we don't have to look. I mean, there's no pressure here. We don't need to be looking at this. Remember, we talked about this before. If your guy is not being pressed, you want to peek at the quarterback, or you want to peek at the guard on your side to see if he, run block or pass block. But in this case, you got plenty of freedom. You can watch that quarterback, and let's watch that quarterback in slow motion. I mean, it's really easy to see right away. I mean, it's one step. He never opens his hips. He's throwing a fade right there. So right now already, we should be transitioning, and our back judge does a great job of transitioning. And now he's watching this action. And I'll just play it through, and then we'll come back. Okay, and you can see if I go in slow motion here, we got a little bit of contact here. We really don't have anything. But right now here at the end, we've got a grab, and he pulls. I mean, look at the left shoulder of this receiver turning that inside. So we definitely have a grab and restriction there by that defender. And our back judge has it, gets the flag out, tosses the flag. And I believe that he came in and had a conversation with the line judge who did not have a flag on it. And that's fine to have that conversation to see what he saw. But, you're a little further away. You've got a different view. So have that conversation. Decide if you want to leave that flag down or not. They left the flag down, which is good. We got to take care of coaches. We had a coach here who literally came down to the 12-yard line on the field and was complaining. That has got to be a flag. That is not a warn. That is not a walk him back. He is, way out of the box on the field complaining. That's an immediate 15-yard unsportsmanlike on the coach. So we could probably handle that part a little better. All right, this is just a great example of why we want to get in the offensive backfield when you got a run coming at you. So we're gonna have just a run coming straight this way. And remember, when that's the case, if you're this line of scrimmage official, just come back 3-4 yards and let them get ahead of you. Okay. In this play, they would never got ahead of you, but we would have had a better opportunity to get the proper spot for forward progress. Okay, so let's take a look. Right there is where he first gets contacted. There's our first contact. So the ball looks like it's probably at the 44-yard line, maybe the 45, 44, 45. Okay, but because we are still on the line to gain, the line of scrimmage, we do not have a good angle of where he is for forward progress, and we end up spotting him, giving it back all the way to the 46. So we miss it by a yard, maybe two, probably two. All right, so if we just get that offensive backfield right away, as soon as that pass, or as soon as that ball is handed off. So right now, just go, boom, get right here. And now you're sitting right there. And you're going to be able to, oops, I didn't want that arrow, sorry. If I continue here, you're going to be right in line with him, actually, to see, yep, we're at the 44. You just hold that spot. You're right here. He gets driven back, and you hold it, you hold it, you hold it. When the play's over, you just take a few steps in. You're right here at the 44-yard line with the perfect spot. All right. Next, remember, we talked about this before. It's really easy to remember. 3rd and 3, 4th and 4. 3rd and 3, 4th and 4. Really easy to remember. It's critical to get to the line to gain on the snap. And anybody on the crew can remind the line of scrimmage guys of this. When I'm working a high school game and I'm the referee, we got 3rd and 3, 4th and 4. I'm getting on the O2 and I'm saying, hey, 3rd and 3, get to the stakes on the snap. Or 4th and 4, get to the stakes. 4th and 2, get to the stakes. If we're inside the 5, get the stakes on the snap. All right, if we're at the 10, hey, at the 10 on the snap, start releasing in the goal line. Okay, so let's just take a look at this play. We do have a good job by our L down here at the bottom. Let's focus on him first. Okay, immediately at the snap, boom, he's getting to that line to gain. He's right there right now. And just what he does, I noticed, is he actually drifts downfield. No reason to do that. We want to stay right here. So we're looking right at that line to gain. All right. So stay there. And boom, you can make that. I mean, definitely looks like he's short, right? Okay, knees down. Ball short. Half-yard line short. All right. This official up here, let's take a look at him now. And he doesn't move and way too late. He's trailing it. We don't want to be trailing it. We want to be there so we have that look. So we've got one official who drifted by the line to gain, was in good position to start. This is the money line. This is the only line that matters right here. Does he make it here or does he not make it here? Nothing else matters. So get to that line and stay on that line. All right, next play. Really good call for illegal participation here. Remember that we have that illegal participation foul when we have a offensive player, eligible receiver who goes out of bounds on his own and comes back in during the play. It's different than college. Comes back in during the play. So very good job of calling illegal participation here. We're gonna watch this. Big number 88 here is going to go downfield. Now remember, if we have any contact that forces him out, then we're going to say that it's a force out and he's not out on his own. We do get a little bit of contact here, okay, and a little bit of a push. So if you would have judged that put him out, then we would have no foul. But he's free and released. It looks like he takes a couple steps downfield straight, and then he does go out of bounds on this step on his own. I would say that's probably on his own. All right, but just remember, you got any contact. If you have any doubt at all, the contact put him out. All right, but in this case, he comes back in. We've got illegal participation. Good flag there. And just remember, kill that clock. And remember, illegal participation is a 15-yard foul. So that'd be 15 yards previous spot in that case. All right, this is our last play, the dreaded inadvertent whistle. So kind of an odd situation here. We've got 4th down, and we've got this team is ahead by, I think it was 5 points maybe. We've got 10 seconds left on the clock. All right, so 4th down, 10 seconds left on the clock. And what they're going to do here, I've never quite seen this, they're going to snap the ball, pitch to this guy, and he's going to try to run around for 10 seconds, okay? So kind of surprises us a little bit. And when he gets to the goal line, like a lot of times when that ball breaks the goal line, we think ball's dead. And referee has just a little brain fart, which we all have those once in a while, and he's blowing it dead for a safety. But the guy still running in the back of the end zone has not been tackled yet. So this is not a safety yet, but obviously when we blow that whistle, we've got an inadvertent whistle. So what are our inadvertent whistle rules? I talked to Jared about this extensively. What the crew did is there was 10 seconds left initially, and there was 5 seconds left when he blew it dead for the safety. And obviously the team in possession has the choice of the result of the play, which since he was in his end zone, when that ball was ruled dead, it would be a safety. Obviously, they're not going to take that. They're going to redo the play. So they redid the play. But in high school, you cannot put time back on the clock. So there should have been 10 seconds. The crew put 5 back on the clock, which is what there was when he blew the whistle. Should have been 10. He did the same thing and ended up running it out. But yeah, just think about all these scenarios right now, thinking about, what's going to happen if he gets to the goal line. And, there's a good chance he's going to be able to run out more time there. But it really didn't end up affecting the game at all. But, it just doesn't end the way we want it to end when we have to, have an inadvertent whistle and redo that. So overall, very, very good week. And I think we got another training tape coming either next week or maybe before the championship series. We'll see. We'll decide what we want to do there. But congratulations to those who have worked the playoffs. Congratulations to those continuing to work the playoffs this week. And finish strong. Have a great time. There's nothing like playoff football. So just enjoy it and work your butts off. So we'll talk to you again soon.